We all know that FTMO is the #1 prop firm in the funding space, but there is a newer company that is very similar to FTMO that is actually starting to make a lot of noise, and for good reason. That company is the Funded Trader. Many of you have heard about them, but today we're going to be breaking down the pros and cons of this company in under 5 minutes. So let's get into it. And when it comes down to it, for many of us, the thing that we care most about is pricing, and that is an area where the Funded Trader really comes out on top. All of their challenges are just slightly cheaper than FTMO. For $550, you're gonna grab their $100,000 account, whereas FTMO charges 540 euros. So you're gonna be saving about $100 after the conversion to grab that standard 100K challenge. If you're looking to go for a larger account, the Funded Trader's 200K challenge is $949, whereas FTMO's is 1,080 euros. So again, after the conversion, you're gonna be saving closer to $200 on the 200K challenge. I think this is great because if you're a newer company and you're not changing the game entirely or offering something drastically different, I think it's probably best to go in slightly below industry standard, and the Funded Trader is going to help you save a little bit of money when it comes to your challenge. It seems like a lot of new companies don't offer live customer service, a live customer chat option on their website. Mint Funding is one of these companies, but the Funded Trader does have a live chat with their average response time currently at 4 minutes. This is fantastic because there are other companies like, say, My Forex Funds, where you will be spending half of your day waiting to be connected to a service agent. So 4 minutes is fantastic. And I do feel like this is often an underrated aspect of a funding company, because often there are questions that come up with your login credentials or about the rules or anything that you might not expect firsthand. And so having somebody that you can go to really quickly, really easily is a huge pro. And the Funded Trader is currently doing a nice job in this area. Let's now talk about the most important thing when it comes to a funding company, and that is the challenge itself, the challenge that they are offering. The Funded Trader is very, very similar to FTMO, with their profit target being the exact same. You need to generate 10% in your first 35 days, not 30 days, and 5% in your next 60 days during phase 2. So yes, the time allotted for phase 1 is 35 days instead of FTMO's 30, which is fantastic. It gives you basically an entirely extra trading week. That's gonna help alleviate some of the stress. It's gonna help you pass. Now, even though their profit targets are pretty much industry standard, the area where the Funded Trader stands out is in terms of their drawdown rules. Instead of their maximum loss being 10% of your account balance, it is actually 12%, and instead of your maximum daily drawdown being 4 or 5%, they allow you to experience a 6% maximum drawdown on a daily basis. So essentially, this will actually make the challenge easier because you could increase your risk ever so slightly per trade, and that'll help you hit those targets that much faster. In terms of profit splits, the Funded Trader is offering an 80-20 split, which is the exact same as FTMO. And as you scale up with this company in terms of your funding, once you qualify for their scaling plan, your profit split will be bumped from 80% to 90%. So nothing to complain about here. They offer 1-to-100 leverage, which is higher than FTMO's swing account, which is at 30-to-1. And it's also higher than some companies that are starting to emerge that are offering one-phase evaluations, where their leverage is closer to 1-to-10 or 1-to-20. So if you're somebody that really likes that higher leverage, there's no problem there with the Funded Trader. In terms of reputation, they seem to be making a lot of positive noise. I went through their Trustpilot, and they do get flooded with reviews, multiple reviews every single day, which I don't love to see because the quality of those reviews tends to drop. There's not a ton of reviews on there about payouts. Most of it is with customer service, but that is totally understandable. It seems like they're getting solid reviews based on their customer service, and over time we'll start to see more and more of those payout proofs, but there's lots of them online that I found, so that shouldn't be a concern there. Lastly, you can also hold overnight, you can hold over the weekend, and there are no restrictions when it comes to news events. That is a major pro, because if you are not on FTMO's swing account, for example, you're constantly looking at the news, you're closing trades before the weekend, and it can get super annoying, especially if you forget about a potential news event. So that's a huge pro for the Funded Trader. It really will help keep your trading nice and simple. In terms of payouts, the Funded Trader is currently offering your payouts to be done through crypto or through a bank wire, so you can choose whatever route you prefer. In terms of scaling with the funded trader, you can scale up to $1.5 million, plenty of funding for anyone. In order to achieve this, you need to generate a 6% average return over 3 months, or you need to generate 2% every single month for 3 months, and you will then qualify for a 25% capital increase, and this will increase your profit split from 80% all the way up to 90%. Regarding platforms, FTMO continues to win in this space. FTMO beats every funding company in this area, but for those of you that aren't interested in C-Trader, you'll be totally good with the funded trader. They're offering MT4. They do have it stated on their website that they're hoping to get MT5 and C-Trader on their platform in the near future. Most funding companies say this, and you don't see a lot of that materialize, but 95% of traders for the most part are on MT4, so you'll be good to go with the funded trader. Let me know what you guys think of the funded trader in the comment section down below. If you are interested in a company that is doing things totally different and only offering a one-stage evaluation, no phase 1 and phase 2, just phase 1, check out this video here because it's a total game changer and they're doing some pretty exciting stuff.